Word up, everybody. Welcome to In Plain Sight. I know we don't normally do lives, but we are today. Excuse me, bad sinus day. However, we are going to look into very, very, very interesting video today. And when I say interesting, I don't mean good. It's just interesting. So you're gonna watch it with me, cold turkey. So welcome to those of you who come to the live. Welcome to those of you who come after. Welcome.
Well, she just came to the house. She said she found a foot. And
Your granddaughter did?
Yeah, that is real, right?
Looks to be that way.
A teenager's walk near the water turns into a nightmare when she discovers dismembered human remains.
See? I told you. Oh, at least I tried to tell you. I tried to warn people most of the time that some of these things get a little bit crazy. That this is a crazy one. I don't know what I'd do if I came across a human foot. I mean, you might have a different take. Y'all can let me know what you might do if you come across a human foot. But it's not one. It's not on my bingo card, and two, I have not mentally prepped myself to come across anything to do it at human remains, especially if I'm going near water. This is why I don't go near water. Reason number 5,463, and I just don't want to go near water because this might be why. Find dead people and feet not attached to the dead person. All right.
Within days, detectives are led away from the river and straight to a house of horrors.
All I remember is hanging in a thing with blood.
The following footage has never been seen before.
It probably shouldn't be. It probably shouldn't be seen by anyone. You know, if you do manage to come across a foot on the beach or at a dock or in the road, if you do, let's hope that it's random. Just random. And doesn't lead you to something bigger. I really like a biker that he got in an accident, didn't realize his foot got cut off, and then continued pet. That would be best case scenario for me. Whew.
On September 18th, 2024, officers in Bay City, Michigan are dispatched to a local boat launch after receiving a report of human remains discovered in the water. They arrive to find a man and his granddaughter who tell a disturbing tale.
Well, she just came to the house. She said she found a foot. And
Your granddaughter did?
Yeah. And
Okay.
she said, will you go back over there with me? I said, yeah. I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, like this happens. I hope you don't have too often.
What?
Is anybody else concerned about Grandpa? Just to hear me out. I'm not saying Grandpa did anything, please. I am not saying Grandpa did anything. I'm just worried about Grandpa because Grandpa don't seem bothered. Is it just me? Or does Grandpa seem awful nonchalant about a body part being found by his granddaughter? Feel free to let me know if I'm the cuckoo crazy one here, but it don't feel like Grandpa is reacting the way normal people would react to a grandchild saying, "Hey, granddaddy." "Yes, granddaughter." "I done found a foot down by the water." "A foot, you say?" "Yes, granddaddy, a foot." "And it ain't attached to nobody?" "Nope, it ain't attached to nobody, granddaddy." That ain't good. What? I hope that don't happen too often. Too often? I hope it don't happen at all, Grandpa. What are you? Maybe it's because he's lived a bit, you know, like he's of the age where, everything is normal now because I've been around it long enough to see everything. It's just weird.
What body part did you see first?
That one.
The foot?
That one.
Yep. And,
Okay.
then she did a walkthrough, and that's when she found the hand. That is real, right?
Looks to be that way. Look at the tissue.
I mean, how in the hell does that happen?
You. Okay, I'm sorry. This is a serious situation. But Grandpa is killing me. Grandpa is killing me right now. Grandpa got me. Grandpa is wild. That is real, isn't it? Maybe this is just his way of coping. Hey, look, I could see the military being the reason. I really can. However, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta back this. I gotta hear him say it again because I don't think I heard it right.
That is real, right?
Uh-huh.
Looks to be that way. Look at the tissue.
I mean, how in the hell does that happen? Who cuts it off?
How in the world is that? Anybody's guess, Gramps. Anybody's guess. Look, I could think of multiple ways it could happen. Here's the only way I would accept this happening as a normalcy. Okay, you're in a boat, a fairly big boat, mid-sized to large. Okay, propellers. You decide to go diving, but you dive off the back end of the boat, and the drag from the boat and the tow drag you, and you cut your foot. I could see that happening. I could see that happening. Something tells me I don't really want to know how the feet got disconnected from the booty.
Where's the hand at? Can you point to where it says on the other side of the dock or what?
No, it's right here in between all the trees.
The officer follows the teen's directions and discovers a severed left arm floating palm up in the water. According to police records, both limbs appear to have been cleanly severed, one leg at the lower calf and one arm near the bicep. In a later report, one officer describes what appears to be a saw blade or chop mark on the bone.
Is this the only other one you've seen?
Yes, it's
Yeah, this is legit.
The scene is secured and officers conduct a thorough search of the shoreline. As they make their way along the edge of the water, they make more gruesome discoveries. Another partial arm and leg, also appearing to be cut with a sharp object. However, the rest of the body is nowhere to be found.
You see, that's why I keep very limited company. Limited company, head on a swivel. You're going to have to work to kill me.
Prompting a larger search that continues the following morning. While nothing else of note is discovered in the water, officers receive another concerning call.
So, what brought you out here today?
That man. We were just out looking for his car. I went back to grab her because we were going to go over to my other brother's house.
Mm-hmm.
He called, said he found the car.
The same day the remains in the river were discovered, family members of 41-year-old Justy Stillwell reported him missing. His loved ones had not heard from him in days, and now his missing Jeep had turned up abandoned in a parking lot less than 1 mile from where the body parts were found.
Either it's him or he's the dismemberer. My money is on it's him. He's the one that was mismembered.
So do you have any idea how long this vehicle's been out here for?
No idea at all. All I know is, from my knowledge, when we were in this house yesterday, we were looking at the calendar, and the last he X'd off every day. He didn't X off Saturday. And I don't think maybe even Friday, and his trash wasn't put out. So then we're like, what the hell's going on? But I'm a 41-year-old male, you know, sometimes they can just decide to, but it wasn't like him.
Has he mentioned anything about talking to anyone new or out of the ordinary? Because
I didn't talk to him that much. The last time I seen him was my dad's funeral.
According to his brothers, Justy is a man of habit who doesn't have any enemies, making his sudden disappearance all the more concerning. Although no one has officially connected Justy to the remains, everyone at the scene knows what had been found the night before.
Yeah, she's all worked up with everything that's going on the other side of the river, too. It's plastered all over Facebook. I know you're not going to give me any information, but I got a pretty damn good idea.
It's It's not complete what we found,
Right.
but as an officer, I look at situations and coincidences sometimes are
Don't make sense. I did yesterday. I already put it in my head. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Maybe this is just his way of distancing himself from what the possibility is in his head that happened. It is what it is, though. It seemed like if this is Justy may have been a man that was, kept to himself, but that the reason he might have kept to himself was because he was distrustful of people, or he had some sort of a quirk, kind of autistic quirk where he had to have everything very specific. To me, marking off days on your calendar, that sounds like a kind of an OCD type thing. Maybe, just maybe, he ran into the wrong crazy person and was trying to get away, talk to them a certain stern manner, and they didn't like it. That's it. I'm just assuming that the body parts belong to him, but there's also the possibility that this could be his work. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
This is so out of character. Like,
keep
like I
the
said,
hope.
40-some years and never doing anything like this.
According to police records, the remains are identified through fingerprints as Justy Stillwell.
Yeah.
Detectives turn to Justy's digital life, and a breakthrough comes from a young man who had been chatting with him on Grindr the day.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. In case you don't know what Grindr is, I don't know if I want to explain it to you, but I'll give you the surface, the topical. It's a dating website, but not necessarily for dating, but for men looking for men. A lot of men use it to find other men without wanting people to really know that they're doing that. Most of the time, it's an undercover kind of. I don't want nobody, knowing you gay. Precisely, Teresa. Gay. If you gay, gotta let nobody know what you gotta say.
Day he disappeared, the young man wanted to meet up, but he tells investigators that Justy was walking to a friend's house and said he couldn't. Doing some detective work of his own, he reached out to the friend online. The friend responded, sent back a selfie, and with that photo, investigators identified him as 40-year-old Robert Tweedley. On September 25th, he's taken...
The name alone I don't like. Tweedley? Tweedledee? Tweedledee and Tweedledum? Tweedley. Okay.
Investigators identified him as 40-year-old Robert Tweedley. On September 25th, he's taken to the law enforcement center, where investigators sit him down for an interview.
So what is your understanding for why we're here talking to you today?
I don't know exactly what happened. I've been going through a lot. Sorry about my language.
It's okay.
A few months ago, I called community mental health to admit myself for wanting to commit and then hurting others, and nobody would listen. Nobody would give me the help that I needed. I got drunk one night, and somebody was a couple months ago. Somebody offered me meth. Well, I got kind of hooked on it. I don't remember much. I just remember getting high and drunk. That's it. And then I saw on the news what was happening. I put two and two together. So.
Don't buy that at all. I do not buy that. That sounds like a cop-out and a half. I was high. I was doing some methanol and see what had happened was I didn't mean to. It just happened. I was high. I wanted to hurt myself and other people. It just happened. I've heard of people blacking out. No, for real, I've heard people blacking out. But you want me to be convinced that you blacked out so badly that you can't remember sawing somebody's arms off? Really? Come on now, man. Come on, bro.
As far as what? His name is Justine.
You can remember the
Despite
name,
what
though.
he claims, the investigators have gathered more incriminating evidence, which they'll confront him with later. But for now, they tell Robert the brutality of his actions could make people see him as something far worse.
You think? No, okay. You know what? Sometimes sometimes the statements that come out of narrators' mouths, they stress me out. You mean that people can look at him now as the barber of Seville? Okay. Jack the Ripper. So they could almost see you a little bit worse than you might. Yeah, because they found a leg and an arm, and I think anybody that did that would be crazy, and not just crazy, wicked, evil, demonic. Those terms, you deserve every one of those titles.
Unless he explains what happened.
The FBI is wanting to get involved in this because of what happened. They've thrown out things like serial killer and stuff like that, and I don't think anything. I don't think that's what happened here.
Hear me out. Just a thought. There is no way for him to critically say it couldn't be a serial killer thing because you just told us you don't remember doing it. I highly doubt that the first time you got hooked on meth, right away, you knew how to handle it, right? Cool. So if you blacked out and killed one person, what makes us think that you wouldn't have blacked out multiple times and done it more? You can't say that you're not a serial killer because you don't know. That's your alibi. I don't know what happened. Let's see if that.
I think that this is something that got out of hand, some sort of domestic situation. I know.
Don't be saying it like you see. People need to watch what they say. Something that got out of hand. You know, maybe it's just me. I'm just a sick-minded person, right? The situation got out of hand. Really? You could also say they got off on the wrong foot. I don't know. You could say that too. Hey, since we're going down this road, it cost the guy an arm and a leg. It's a bad meeting. I'm just going on what the cop did just a second ago. Got out of hand. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, all right. Okay.
He can be a persistent guy. Only you can fill in the details. I don't remember everything. He may not remember everything, but he remembers some of it.
I
Blacked out for a few hours. He actually came over just to talk and help me through communication. You know, have somebody to talk to.
Right.
I've only known him for a couple months or so. All I remember is hanging in a thing the water.
The sergeants conducting the interview aren't convinced that Robert doesn't remember killing Justy, but the more they let him talk, the more he seems to recall.
Funny how that works. Funny how when you get caughted, that you feel the need to, hoping that what you will get you off the hook.
How did you kill him? I don't think how I did it. I pushed him down the stairs. Did you push him down the stairs? I think I did, yeah. I pushed him down because he was getting out.
Huh?
He was getting out, yeah, like leaving the house. Yeah. How did you kill him? You say you pushed him down the stairs. Did that kill him, or did something else kill him? I think he would have been dead, but I think I choked him. I think I choked him. So when you pushed him down the stairs, was he hurt from that? Yeah, he was barely breathing. How did you choke him? Got on top of him, strangled him. One with a rope or with my hands? One hand or two hands? Oh. Do you remember how that felt? I couldn't stop. That was the thing. If I wasn't, I would have called 911.
Shut up, shut up, shut your bald big head up, man. Shut up and stop lying. Bro, stop, man. If I was in my right mind, I would have called 911. Negro, you remember what you was doing. I know you ain't black, but come on, man. You remember what you were doing. Don't hand me that, bro. Don't hand me. I just hate when people have a sick mind and they feel if they cry and speak sympathetic that they can just be like, just let me off. I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. No, you violent, bro. You just violent. You sadistic, you violent. Stop blaming drugs. You crazy and violent. All you. Stop. First, I don't remember what happened. Oh, yeah, I remember now. You see, I pushed him. Yeah, why? Because he was leaving. You just told us he was there to help you. So the man there to talk to you, and you push him down the stairs. Then you get on top of him and choke him out. And you remember doing that. You remember that. It's crazy.
By Robert's account, with Justy deceased at the bottom of the stairs, he was faced with the issue of getting him out of the house. But Robert explains Justy's body was too heavy, so he did the unthinkable.
I chopped him up, so I couldn't get him out of the basement. What did you use to chop him up? Probably an axe.
Do you see how he switched the demeanor all of a sudden? No more crying. The more grotesque, watch this, the more grotesque the story gets, the less he's crying and the more direct he is. What does that tell you? Think of this for a second. You are asked about a guy, you start to cry. Then you talk about your mental health. When you talk about you're crying, you're in tears, you just wanted help. Then you start having to tell the truth about what happened. From the time he mentioned pushing him down the stairs, the crying stops. Then it picks up a little bit to the choking. And then once the choking conversation, all of a sudden now, I chopped him up, probably with an axe. Where are the tears all of a sudden? Let's see if they come back.
Probably, or is that what you used? That's what I used.
Robert says he walked to Justy's home, took his Jeep, and drove it to Walmart, where he used cash from Justy's wallet to purchase the axe.
All of this is meth blackout, by the way, just so you know. All of that is meth blackout. So I want you all to get this straight. He pushed dude, choked dude, then left the house. He was coherent enough to drive, coherent enough, or at least walk. Let's say he walked. He was coherent enough to get to the store. Now, he did go get the Jeep, right? Drove the Jeep. Coherent enough to walk down aisles to look for something specific. Buy it. Leave the store. Go back to the house to do what he did, but didn't have the wherewithal to tell the cops it was an accident when you pushed him. That's some weird drugs. I didn't know meth did that. I didn't know that meth made you think a little and then not remember a lot, but then remember a lot. I didn't know that meth did that. Huh.
Afterwards, he used the Jeep during the disposal of the remains. He admits to dumping his arms and legs into the river,
Right.
but placed the remainder of his body in a nearby field.
Wow.
Me too.
No, that's back to him. You realize it's back to him. He explained everything now, nonchalantly. Cut up, chop up, kick up, take out, throw out, right? I didn't mean to. Oh my. Y'all feel sorry for me yet? I didn't mean to. Oh my God. Are they looking? Okay, hold on. Oh my God, my tears. Poke himself in the eye. Cry.
I believe that. You don't know I'm not up to this though. Like mental health and the state of Michigan.
Oh.
They wouldn't help me.
My mental health and the state of Michigan wouldn't help me. You do let me check this real quick, because I got to know. I got to know if this is possible. Let's see here. Michigan. Oh, look. When you look at that, they have at least 20 different facilities that you can go to for self-check-in in Michigan. No prepay required. Short-term 30-day residential treatment in Michigan. There are 788 verified as of 2026 rehab stations in Michigan. If you knew you had mental health, you had options galore. Did you know? For those of you who might be wondering, if you are thinking of self-harm, you can call paramedics and they can put you on a 72-hour hold. Did you know that? Yeah. Yeah, they can do that. You can say you feel a certain way and they will do that. Do it enough, and yes, the state could get involved in it. I suffered with mental issues before when it comes to suicide and, bad self-image. I've suffered with that. But you know what? I was never, ever, ever able to tell myself? I didn't know. I knew. Everything I did, I knew. I knew. Don't give me that, man. You can recall all that, but I didn't know.
I called and I begged for help. They wouldn't help me. We need to start setting some things right. Obviously, like I told you, we have his arms and legs, but I would like to get the rest of his body and his head so that we can give him a proper burial for his family. Will you please help me with that today? That'll go a long way to show that you are sorry. Whatever it takes, because I'm not a monster and I'm not a killer. I wanted to kill.
Then do that. I know that sounds crazy, but if you want to do yourself in, do yourself in. Why you got to take other people? Anybody else asking you to take them? The dude didn't ask you to end him. You wanted you gone, but you decided to take some. Shut up, man. Shut up. Shut up. Shut all the way to the top up. Shut up. I wanted to kill myself, but he was easier. No, for real, man. I really wanted to kill myself, but I found it easier to end him because I still really wanted to live. I was just saying I wanted to die, but I didn't really want to die. But him, yeah, that makes all. But shut up, bro.
Anybody else? I believe that.
After disposing of Justy's remains, Robert spent time cleaning up any evidence of his sinister actions, even posting about his cleaning spree on social media. In a chilling Facebook post made the day after Justy was killed, Robert wrote, "I'm so tired I can't sleep at night. I cleaned my house today. I got back on a cleaning kick. Just wish I had the right cleaning supplies, LOL, but hoping to get some sleep tonight. I have a 10-hour shift."
Meth, everybody. Meth is the magic drug. What meth can do for you. Meth. Don't try it today. Meth can make you black out. Side effects may include ramblings on Facebook, claiming that you are the one that really wanted to harm yourself, but you decided to kill somebody else, grabbing your keys, running to the store, grabbing an axe, coming back to your house, dismembering people, and cleaning up the mess. Don't take meth. Side effects are dangerous. Oh, one extra side effect, you might lie to cops about what you actually did, but then eventually come clean because you realize they found all the evidence. Don't take meth. Public service announcement. No, what I think happened is this. This is what I think happened. Justy and you did talk on Grindr. And what you wanted to do, Justy didn't. And he only found out about what you wanted to really do when he got to your house. When he got to your house and you said, I want to do this, Justy says, nope. And you said, oh, yeah? And yeah, maybe you were high. And you shoved him down the stairs, then got mad because he said no, choked him out. He was so mad that he got you there to that point and didn't finish, and you wanted to kill him. That's what happened. That's what I say happened. You got mad at Justy because he wouldn't do what you wanted him to do. Now, tears. Everybody wants to run up. Tears for fears. You just want to cry, man. I'm sad.
May I ask a question? Sure.
Sure.
How did you guys know it was me?
How did you guys know it? I need to know how I got caught. These people live among us. How did you know it was me?
A lot of really good police work. A lot of really good detectives put it together.
Towards the end of the interview, investigators ask if he'll lead them to the rest of Justy's remains. Robert agrees and guides them to a nearby field.
Going the right direction.
Also, did you drive through here? How far back?
Not that far. I think there's a fence that divides us. Okay. There's a hole in the fence.
This way?
They'll call it this fence right here. And it goes all the way.
Is he on that side of the fence?
Literally that hole in the fence.
Cadaver dogs assist in the search, and investigators recover Justy's pelvis, upper legs, torso, and head. Meanwhile, Robert...
This man cut up everything. Hear me out. You didn't just cut the dude's legs off. You cut the torso in parts, the You cut the man in three. You cut the main section in 3 sections with an axe. Now I know you're thick, but you ain't Paul Bunyan. You ain't Paul Bunyan. You swinging an axe multiple times to get through there. But meth. And you wanted to harm self. Okay.
His home is searched, and investigators find multiple items used in the crime that Robert admits trying to burn in a fire pit. In the basement, they find apparent blood and marks in the concrete consistent with an axe blade. Robert is permitted to write an apology letter to Justy's family, which reads in part, "If I could take it all back, I would, and trade places with Justy.
No, you wouldn't.
I pray to God that his soul is at rest, and I pray to God for you, his mother, and family can move on, and remember Justy for who he was, a kind, loving man who only wanted to help a friend in need." Robert was arrested and held on a $1 million bond. He now faces 2 charges, homicide, open murder, and dead bodies, disinterment, and mutilation. His trial is scheduled for 2026. Watch our full videos as
He needs to get the chair or the squad. I don't want to hear nothing about no life in prison. I don't want to hear him get no psycho wards. Look, I don't want him on tax dollars in there neither. No. You can find God before you're hanging. It's easy to do. It don't need years. You can find him. In fact, as you're dropping, you can find him. The injection time, you could, on your line there, strapped, as soon as you strap down, you can find God. Ain't no need for you to hang around. No need. He who sheds blood by man must his blood be shed. Point blank, period. That's what I want to see happening from now on. This kind of crap just can't go. Okay, people decide to do this from now on. And all of a sudden you say, 50, 100 years. So now you alive hanging out. Nope. Gone. Say, in fact, something akin to what you did should be your exit strategy too. After all, you said you don't want to be here, right? We're going to help you out. That is crazy. All because you didn't get what you wanted from somebody. All that talk about, I always wanted. Listen, when you're actually in the place where you want to harm yourself, you will go do that and you won't try to do it to anybody else. That's not how self-harm goes. Self-harm does not project. All these people that talk about, I just wanted to hurt myself, and they go around hurting people, they never wanted to hurt themselves. They wanted attention. What they were feeling was a lack of attention, and they wanted it, so they went out to get it. Period. He got it, though. He got it. We'll see what happens, and it's supposed to be this month, right? That's when they said he's supposed to be checked in. Let's see.
Homicide, open murder, and dead bodies, disinterment, and mutilation. His trial is scheduled for 2026.
Okay, so his trial is coming up in 2 days, 3 days. So Tuesday, let me see, today, 25, 26, 27, 28. So Tuesday will be his day in Michigan. He don't look sorry. I'm sorry, folks, that this man is evil. Evil. Blaming it on drugs and meth. Self-harm. Wow. Anyway, we might be doing lives every Saturday now. Just so y'all aware, just keep a lookout for that. More than likely, we'll be doing it every Saturday around this time. Nice, easygoing afternoon get together, just to sit down and watch crazy people and what they do. Hopefully, they're not all this mental. Hopefully, they're a little less mental than this, but still, we'll be doing one consistently going forward, one Saturday every Saturday. Okay. And we should have a kickstart back today on all the videos. If you've seen us on a little bit of a hiatus, we've been stacking. So we're going to be back onto our regular scheduled dumping of videos on YouTube. So check out that. In fact, 2 aired while we were live today. So go check them out. And hopefully next Saturday, y'all can put the memo out to your friends and tell them, come check us out live, have a conversation, chat a little bit, interact. It's been a minute since we've had a live. So fairly neutral location. We still going to keep a moral compass around it. It ain't like we're going to forsake morals for crazy people. But we're going to be around on Saturdays. And we will be seeing you hopefully next Saturday. But don't be fair. Don't be a scary cat and not come back. Make sure you come back and check the videos that are dumped. And until the next time, I'll leave you with a commercial so y'all can, get prepped for the next time. Please. All right. We'll catch you. Peace. We interrupt your daily program to tell you about our new channel in plain sight. Please make sure you go over and subscribe. It's about police interactions, body cam, dash cam, you name it, all of it. And we give our honest take about it too. And as usual, you'll get a life lesson out of it. So please give us a like, comment, share, and subscribe over at In Plain Sight.